Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the channel to do a news video. I got my football recaps out of the way for the day and the evening. And want to just get that out of the way and watch the Patriots and Ravens. But I want to get the news video in now, and then I'll do the Patriots-Ravens to end the night. So let's talk a little bit of NFL news, some stuff that happened today. And so let's start. So this was confirmed reinforcements are on the way for the Eagles. Defensive tackle Jalen Carter's shoulders and offensive tackle Lane Johnson foot. Both are expected back next week in time to play against the Buffalo Bills per sources. So they will have Jalen Carter and Lane Johnson back, which is really good for them playing against Buffalo. That's a good test to see where they're at now that they really have mostly everybody healthy. Let's keep going up here. So, Quinshon Judkins suffered a bad injury. Per Kevin Stefanski, Quinshon Judkins dislocated his ankle and fractured his fibula. Per Kevin Stefanski. Man, that just looked bad, man. Like, I thought he broke his leg or something, but still, man, dislocated his ankle and fractured his fibula. Strong rookie season's over, man. It sucks, because he was having a pretty good rookie season. 900-something scrimmage yards. Sucks, but hopefully he gets better APP as soon as possible. The Chiefs are concerned that QB Gardner Minshew tore his ACL, as Matt Derrick also reported there will be additional tests, but Minshew could be the second Chiefs quarterback in 2 games to tear his ACL. Man, the Chiefs missed the playoffs, and Patrick Mahomes tears his ACL, and now Gardner Minshew. Guess is the devil match reversing on them? Man, who's going to be the quarterback now? I saw who it was. I forgot his name, though. J.J. McCarthy out of his game today with a hand injury, and Max Brosmer was in. Oh, God, we have to watch him on Christmas? Oh, God. DK Metcalf had an incident with a fan. The NFL will review this altercation for potential discipline. I think he punched a fan, slapped the fan. I mean, is there really much to review here? It's fairly confident as a player you can't assault a fan. You can't just assault a fan. At least, I think. Walter Nolan III was carted to the locker room today in the Cardinals game after suffering a non-contact injury, and the Cardinals said it was a knee injury. The Lions' chances to make the playoffs fall to 16% with 2 games to go. The Bears clinched a playoff spot on the 49ers. Along with the Bears, the 49ers clinched a playoff spot, so 2 more teams in the NFC have clinched a playoff spot. So per rap sheet, Mike McDaniel is expected to be back with the Dolphins next season. But Tua is not. I mean, I guess it's the right move. Tua being back, not back. Mike McDaniel, whatever. Like, I don't think he's that, like, really good, but I guess they have to keep him. But yeah, Adam Schefter confirmed Quinshon Judkins suffered a broken leg in today's game. He also dislocated his ankle and will have surgery, so yeah, man, just unfortunate. The Panthers take the driver's seat in the NFC South. They'll have a clinching scenario next week, but if the Bucks beat the Dolphins, the rematch in Week 18 in Tampa will be for the division. But yeah, I think that's really all the little NFL chicken nuggets here for today. So let's move on. So let's talk about some MLB. We have from Jeff Passion. So first thing is the Boston Red Sox are acquiring first baseman Wilson Contreras in a trade with the St. Louis Cardinals. Sources tell ESPN. So they made that move to trade for Contreras. Right-hander Hunter Dobbins is the headliner in the package going back to St. Louis. Sources tell ESPN the Cardinals additionally will receive minor league arms in the deal as well. Hunter Dobbins. Didn't he talk shit about the Yankees? So the full trade is the Red Sox will get Wilson Contreras and $8 million to cover part of his remaining $41 million in salary. Cardinals will get right-handed pitcher $100, right-handed pitcher Yoiker Fajardo, and right-handed pitcher Blake Ada. I think they're just looking at this as a salary dump and getting a few minor league arms, see if they can develop them. I mean, maybe this is the best they can get for Wilson Contreras, maybe. I guess he didn't really have a big trade value, honestly. Some big news dropped today. Munetaka Murakami, third baseman, and Chicago White Sox are in agreement on a 2-year, $34 million contract. Sources tell ESPN it's a single-season home run champion in Japan and will bring his power to a rebuilding White Sox team. You know, they're adding some good young talent, man. Like, they have Murakami now, Colston Montgomery, Kyle Teel, Miguel Vargas. Like, they have some young, interesting talent. Good move for the White Sox, man. I think it's a 2-year, $34 million deal. I think it's a good, it's a low-risk, high-reward type deal here for the White Sox, man, with their lineup. So, yeah, they signed Murakami. Today, really, the two big news here was that trade. And Murakami's expected to play first base for the White Sox. But these are really the two big news here today from Jeff Passan. I believe it was reported last night I saw on MLB Deadline News that the White Sox were, I think, going for Murakami. After acquiring Wilson Contreras, the Red Sox are expected to end their pursuit of D-backs infielder Ketel Marte. Okay, man. Won't go after the better player. The Red Sox apparently kicked the tires on Japanese international free agent infielder Kazuma Okamoto and Murakami before he signed with the White Sox. The Yankees agreed to terms with Paul Trashburn, Mets scraps. But last night, actually, the White Sox were among the teams currently engaged in talks with Murakami, and then today he signs with them. The Blue Jays are expressing interest in free agent infielder Alex Bergman, so it's kind of interesting. He signed late in free agency last year, so I can definitely see it happen again this year. Nationals signed Warming Bernabel to a minor league deal. Braves signed Ian Hamilton to a 1-year contract for 2026. But that's really all the MLB. Two really big things were the Wilson Contreras trade and Murakami going to the White Sox. So let's move on to some NBA. There's one thing from Shams. Los Angeles Clippers center Ivica Zubac will miss several weeks due to a grade 2 left ankle sprain. Sources tell ESPN. I think he'll miss he has a grade 2 left ankle sprain, he'll miss several weeks. Just rest up, you'll get traded at the trading deadline. At least I think he will. Let's move on, see what we got from NBA Central, see what we got here. The Denver Nuggets may not be able to afford to keep Peyton Watson. Apparently, Watson and the Nuggets, this is part of the Denver Post, they did not agree to a contract extension before the season, which would have tagged him in the same poison pill provision as Christian Brown. Instead, he's now performing well in a contract here, and the league sources believe it's increasingly unlikely that he'll be in Denver's price range next summer when he's a restricted free agent. Like, I think he's playing really good for the Nuggets, man. It'd be suck for them to let him go. So, notable candidates for the 2026 Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame class: Doc Rivers, Mike D'Antoni, Jamal Crawford, Ella Deladon, Blake Griffin, Joe Johnson, Cam Parker, Bruce Pearl, Kelvin Sampson, Marv Albert, Mark Few, Maury Stoudemire, and the 1996 USA Basketball Women's National Team. Doc Rivers. Okay, man. But that's really it for the news, honestly. For NFL, little NFL there. I talked about NBA and a little bit of MLB. So let's talk about a little bit of NASCAR news. I haven't really done much NASCAR news lately because there hasn't really been a lot, but there is some stuff. So Brad Keselowski, he apparently broke his leg while on a skiing trip Thursday, but he got surgery, I think. He's expected to be back by the Daytona 500. Man, I guess these professional drivers need to stop skiing. Chase can say first time. He broke his leg, and he said he'll work relentlessly to be ready for Daytona after undergoing surgery and a broken leg. He might be back by Daytona, we'll have to see. Yeah, he broke his leg on a skiing trip. So, a few days ago, done a video about, Greg Biffle and his family passed away and 3 others in a plane crash. So there was an update from the NTSB. They still don't know why the plane returned to the airport. Still don't have confirmation who was in the left seat piloting this plane. Still analyzing the voice recorder. Plane, when landing, was stabilized but was coming in low. The aircraft removal began yesterday. So that was kind of a little bit of an update there. There was a text to family member from plane that said emergency landing. They didn't say who, but it said emergency landing. No more media briefings, and preliminary report issued within 30 days. The final report in 12 to 18 months. But it said, someone said emergency landing. Don't know who it was. But TMZ did report late Thursday that it was Biffle's wife that texted her mom, quote, "We're in trouble." I guess they were partially correct. But so Bob did say, "I have seen some ask of the height of trees runway approach lighting that plane hit. NTSB indicated with runway on top of the hill, those were almost level or below runway, and the aircraft was well below runway surface when it crashed. The debris field 1,800 feet to where it stopped on the runway." So a little bit of news there. There's not really much else really besides that little bit of news. I mean, I talked about Greg Biffle passed away in the video a few days ago. So yeah, it's kind of really it as part of what Bob Parker's the news the last couple of days. So, College Racing CEO Chris Rice to Kenny Wallace on the new NASCAR point/playoff format, saying, quote, "You will like it." Right, because he's going to come out and say he hates the format and get a $10,000 fine from the CEOs. Once again, trying to push the narrative that the sport was incredibly boring during the era when it saw consistent and steady growth. These arguments are so tired. They've been chasing the, quote, younger fan for 20 years and lost 75% of their fan base. People have no idea what young people want. They want something authentic, which is a full season. Everyone I know who liked the playoffs and fake drama, are older than me. I'm going to really struggle to turn on even Daytona this year. And hell, I love Daytona. One of my favorite tracks on the schedule. Fans are younger, the dumbest argument ever. F1 has a fan base almost 20 years younger. They have full season points and no playoff. And they're growing. Despite the racing being boring as shit. But hey, their ratings are what's NASCAR's? Going down. I think it might be it. For the news, honestly. Like, there's not really much else to talk about, so, yeah, leave a like, subscribe for more. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.